It's 4 in the morning, it's October 13th, it's Friday, it's week 5 of Xur. He's on Nessus because he correlates with the flashpoint, and that means he's up here in Watcher's Grave. So let's launch in and find out what good old Tentacle Face has to offer. I will say this while I'm heading over to the tree, it's kind of disappointing now that it is week 5 of Xur, that we've got him on every single planet so far, that now that he's back on Nessus, that he doesn't have a different spot. But, so that being disappointing, hopefully it's not as disappointing. Hopefully Xur isn't disappointing as you could say, as you could possibly be. It's 4 in the morning, I'm sorry, I can't think, but what does Xur have to offer? I'm surprised no one's bought anything. They're just kind of hanging out by him. It took a long time to get here. Anyways, let's get up it and let's see what we got. So we have the Fighting Lion. The Fighting Lion has delayed gratification. Grenade projectiles will bounce off surfaces. Hold R2 to fire and release to detonate. This weapon seems really cool. It is an energy weapon, so it is the only grenade launcher in the game, at least as of right now, that is an energy weapon. So that's actually pretty neat, but this weapon is kind of lackluster. It's kind of lackluster, but I mean, it's one of those weapons that I'm going to honestly suggest that if you don't have it, get it, and if you do have it, well, one, I don't know why you buy it, but if you're short on shards, I would skip this one. I would skip this one this week if you're short on shards, but it's an interesting weapon. Not the best weapon though. It's kind of cool. I guess if it's anything used for it, it's a good shield breaker. Definitely a good void shield breaker. But other than that, I'd skip it if you don't need it or you don't want it. For the hunters, we have Knucklehead Radar, and this has upgraded sensor pack. Provides radar while aiming. It's literally the Knucklehead Radar that we've had for a long time. If you're a Destiny 1 veteran, this is identical to the Knucklehead Radar Destiny 1. Again, there are much better hunter helmets out there. Foe Tracer is way better, and there's much better hunter exotics in general. Again, a very disappointing exotic for Xur. Again, only get it if you need your collection. I honestly would not pick this up if you're not worried about your collection, or you're short on shards. Regardless, it's not the best we have. I'm gonna pick it up solely because I don't have it. For the Titans, we have Peacekeepers, which has mecha holster, reload stowed submachine guns, and allows you to ready them instantly. Again, another exotic that if you don't need it, don't get it, because there's much better Titan exotics. And I already saw what the Warlock one was, and Xur is just disappointing this week. Xur is just very disappointing this week. But these, again, unless you're really worried about your collection, don't pick these up. And finally, for the Warlocks, we have Wings of the Sacred Dawn, which has Tome of Dawn as its intrinsic perk. When Dawnblade is equipped, aiming your weapon while midair suspends you there for a short time. Precision hits extend this effect's duration. Again, this is an exotic that you could have picked up as you went along through the story, and you probably did pick it up because you thought it looked cool. And it does look cool. It's a cool looking exotic. And again, this is one of those exotics that just has a perk from essentially from a subclass previously. This is just a Titan. This is just a Bellicose, Imperium Bellicose. This is an Imperium Bellicose put onto a Warlock. It's also a Sunsinger perk just put onto an exotic. Except for the precision hits parts is kind of cool. I guess if I had to choose one thing to pick up this week, if you only could choose one thing this week, you have all the classes, I guess. Oh man, I mean, maybe the Fighting Lion or maybe the Wings of Sacred Dawn. To be completely honest, Xur just isn't good this week. This is probably the worst week for Xur that we've had so far in the 5 weeks. Now, I know that's comparing it to week 1 and week 2. Week 1 and week 2 with the Merciless and the Wardcliff Coil makes a lot of Xur weeks seem pretty lackluster, but this week is definitely probably the worst possible week Xur could have. Regardless, guys, I'm going to continue to do these every week until you tell me to stop doing them. And if you do enjoy these recommendation videos, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed. But first I'm gonna say my name is Matt. And I'll see you guys next time.